And we're back. So, welcome to a short and sweet little show for this afternoon where I will be introducing you guys to my website. I frequently talk about it and say, hey, go over there, check it out. You can see my book, Imperium Calling. And so I thought I would just do a little show on that. Um, Take a look at the different pages on here. But here it is, kent-art.weebly.com. And you can see I've got social media links here, YouTube and Twitter, otherwise known as X. And then here's a very special section over here. Art collectors, book a personal portfolio tour. So for people who are art collectors or people who have commissions, you can go ahead and click that and that'll contact me. Let me know what you'd like to have me do if you have a commission, book covers, etc., things of this nature. But mainly this is for serious art collectors who would like to look at my body of work and then discuss if there's something in that portfolio that you would like to purchase or if there's a kind of commission that I might do for you. So let's have a quick look at this. Imperium Calling, this is my book. Let's see. Imperium art is a term I coined to describe the arts of the culture of Western awakening. Western civilization is going through one of its most challenging battles in history. Many powerful forces obfuscate or censor these facts, but artists into this tuned into this zeitgeist are expressing the existential angst, hopes, and visions of West men in a pan-European online culture. Imperium Calling is a compendium of artwork I did for this sphere from 2017 to 2023, with several new, never seen before artworks, plus original poetry. The foreword is by Countercurrents author Spencer J. Quinn. The four sections include poetry, fine art, illustration, comics with contextual introductions, etc. So there you go. And then if you scroll down a little bit more, you can see a couple pieces of mine, some fine art. This is actually the, oops, I guess that's not working. So anyway, you can look at some fine art. You can expand that. I'm going to go to another page here. This page shows you a lot of the illustration work that I've done in the movement. Uh, these works here are pieces for Dave Martell and his publishing venture called The Bizarchives, which is really, really fun. This is actually a character based off of Dave. It's just his version of Conan. And you can see that I don't just do comics. Um, I do all kinds of illustration. And so, here's a nice example of that. I'm going to scroll down a little bit more. There is a book called No College Club by Spencer J. Quinn. He did the foreword to my book. He publishes regularly with Countercurrents, Greg Johnson's Countercurrents. And these are illustrations from a book that he wrote regarding white slavery. And it's a fabulous book. You've got to look it up. No College Club on Countercurrents. So here are a couple illustrations from that book. Moving on, these are just a variety of different pieces that I've done for various people who needed book covers or illustrations for various projects. So let's move on. We've got some comics up here. Take a look at that. Naturally, I'm promoting Militiaman and MAGA Force. I have a donation button here, goes to my Venmo, and I live stream this frequently. I think most of my fans are familiar with these characters in this story. It's essentially a story about a superhero team, nationalist superhero team that's funded by a media organization called Judeo-Christian News. However, what happens is the members of the team are murdered by Judeo-Christian News secret society, except for Militiaman, who discovers that he has a greater purpose in life. And so it's about his journey from the kind of normie right to the far right. And so there's a lot of points in here that touch on conspiracy theory, hidden history, essentially, it's tapping into the zeitgeist of what we're experiencing, but through a superhero mythology. Here are some works that I did for John Delarose. John Delarose is a great author in the Comicsgate scene. If you do not know about Comicsgate, it's like Gamergate. It is a group of comic book creators who do non-woke comics. And so John De La Rosa has teamed up with Vox Day. Look up Vox Day. His work, his publishing work is fantastic. I would probably say that he's probably the first comics publisher to do kind of anti-woke or pro-nationalist comics. So that was a great experience. There's a lot of examples of work that I did with John on a project called Dynamite Thor. That was a character from, I believe it was the 1930s, a kind of a classic comics character, and we kind of revived him. You know, these characters have no copyright on them. And then there's some work that I did with Mark Brahman. This is a really exciting, very cool comic book that he wrote and I illustrated. Mark Brahman is the author of ApollonianTransmission.com. Go check it out. ApollonianTransmission.com. One of the great thinkers of our time. Really just going to have to go look at his essays and his thoughts and ideas to get a deep dive on Mark and what he has to say. So this was a really, really fun and exciting project. It, I would say, is a perhaps a look at us taking control of or taking in our own hands racial esoteric moralization, creating mythologies for our own people about us, where we are the heroes of our own stories. And if you're aware of the way that the media works and how demoralizing media is, that it's very, very anti-white, very anti-Western civilization and our values, then you can see how making comics of this kind is a type of cultural warfare, and it's something that I'm really invested in and that I believe I'm known for. So this is what my career is about in many, many ways. So let's look at something else. What do we got here? About, just a quick about page. Just gives a little look at who I am, what I do, my background. Lived in Asia for 5 years. Uh, I was an art teacher for so long. I'm one of the founding members of the White Art Collective. So a lot of exciting things to share at the site. You, of course, can contact me, and but most of all, the thing you would like to do is go ahead and click on Imperium Calling. That'll take you to Amazon. You can get a copy of my book of art and poetry for yourself and share that with your friends and family. Say a quick hello to a couple people in the stream. Crusader King, nice to see you. Craig the Man, always great to see you guys. Just doing a quick short video on my website and my book, kent-art.weebly.com. Check it out, and thanks so much for coming.